Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. Happy Tuesday, February 13th. You can see the agenda for the week, a shortened week. It's early release on Friday. So Zooms will be today and Thursday. No Zoom Friday. Zooms today, Thursday, if you want to check in or check in by email. By now, you should have finished the documentary Under the Gun. Remember, you only had a certain number of days to watch that before you potentially would be charged a subscription fee. But that documentary should be done. By chance, if there was an issue with you, if your parents wouldn't allow you to set up a temporary subscription, email me so we can get that worked out. There is an alternative assignment available should your parents request that. But if you were able to watch the video, and if you weren't able to watch the video, that documentary laid out quite a compelling case based on their opinion that guns are bad for America, they're bad for our society. And they did a very good job of laying out why you should be concerned, fearful, scared, upset about what guns in their mind are doing to the society of the United States. Which brings us to our discussion question. It is our assignment for today. Open this up. If the internet will work. Is it better to risk danger and even death in exchange for living free? Or is it better to risk tyranny and oppression in exchange for the possibility of more safety? There's two competing thoughts here. Some Americans believe that guns are necessary to ensure that our government carries out our will, and we need our guns to rebel against an oppressive government should one ever come into existence. Again, we look at the history of the United States. We needed our guns to rebel and overthrow the British rule. There are many people today that think the United States government is becoming oppressive and is overstepping its bounds and implementing tyranny in the United States. There are others who think guns are dangerous for society and they're causing unnecessary, unwanted, completely preventable death. So I ask you the question again, is it better to risk danger and even death in exchange for living free? What is more important, living free with the potential risk of experiencing danger? Or is it better to risk tyranny and oppression in exchange for the possibility of more safety? Do we leave ourselves susceptible to government overreach and government oppression in exchange for keeping guns off the street? It's really one or the other. We have just as much danger in society from guns as we do danger from tyranny and oppression. Just because you get rid of guns doesn't mean that government's going to be oppressive, doesn't mean you're going to be safe. And just because we keep guns doesn't mean that you're going to die and be shot, nor does it mean that the government won't break the rules, exceed the Constitution. It's a hypothetical question here, trying to get you to think about what you support. Maximized freedom or letting other people make choices for you? Is it better to risk danger and even death in exchange for living free? Or is it better to risk tyranny and oppression in exchange for the possibility of more safety? In your answer, you must provide critical thought, logical reasoning. Your answer does need to be in paragraph form. So again, for today, we should have finished up the documentary. Make sure you cancel your subscription so your parents don't get charged $6 plus tax. Then you have that discussion question to respond to. It comes directly from the documentary that's trying to make you scared about guns. Your answer should be completed and submitted by tomorrow by 2:30 so I could have that for our conversation on Thursday. If the documentary was too much, if perhaps I exceeded my authority by asking you to set up a temporary subscription, then you need to email me about the alternative assignment, and I can explain that to you upon request. Hope you're all doing well. We'll see you guys on Thursday, and until then, go Spartans.